Okay guys, this year's Evo Enduro 2019, we have these teams participating, and together with them, you will stand a chance to win a Proton X70, 38,000 ringgit cash. Yes, these are real money over here, and 2-person gets to win this, and another 10-person will be able to win 8,000 ringgit cash. All you need to do is just to buy their products from a minimum spending of 5 ringgit. To know how to enter, all you need to do is just to WhatsApp your receipt of your product and answer a simple question to this number. To understand further, go to this website to know about all these products and how to enter. Menang, menang, menang!
Menang!
Alright.
Again, Con?
Make noodle lah.
So, once again, I find myself in a BMW G30 5 Series. This time, the variant I'm driving here, this is the 520i luxury line. Alright, that is the new entry-level variant of the 5 Series, priced at 329,000 ringgit, which is the same, exactly the same as how they previously priced the now discontinued 530e Sport, and just 10,000 ringgit lower than the 530e M Sport that was introduced at the same time. Okay, so significantly cheaper than the 530i M Sport lah. Alright, so this being the new entry-level variant of the 5 Series, the first question we want to ask is, of course, what are we getting out of it? Well, let's start with the engine. Compared to 252 horsepower you get in the 530i or the 530e, you are now only getting 184 horsepower, even though it is the same engine. Torque is 290 meters, and drive goes to the rear wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission. You don't get pedal shifters to go with it, but that's typically the case with entry-level variants, all right, of any car. So nothing, no surprises there. You don't get a Harman Kardon sound system, no surprises. But you do get adaptive LED headlights, you do get full digital instrument cluster, you do get full iDrive complete with satellite navigation, you get auto parking, keyless entry, 4-door keyless entry, you also get a reverse camera, and what you do not get, and this is rather, well, this is something that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be highlighting in the comment section. You do not get auto braking. You do not get adaptive cruise control. You don't even get blind spot warning. Now, this is really one area where the 520i loses out to its nearest rival, which is the Mercedes-Benz E200 that was not only recently refreshed with an updated powertrain that gives it a power hike to about 190 horsepower. That is a significant power advantage. 300 over Newton meters of torque. Never mind that. The E200 still gives you auto braking. The E200 also gives you 360-degree camera, blind spot warning. So on that front, the 520i on paper is very quickly outmatched by its closest rival from Mercedes, even though BMW counters back with SOS, with with emergency SOS service. So let's say, like, if you touch wood get involved in an accident or whatever, there's this SOS button here that you can use this to radio for help to your current location. You also get BMW's concierge service, which at the press of a button, you just call, all right, some guy in the call center, which is an actual person, will then be able to direct you to anything from the cinema to a tailor to a hotel, whatever, you name it. This guy here on the line will do it for you. And we have done quite a few people have done quite a few demonstrations online. You can look it up. Now, of course, there's also not forgetting the Volvo S90 T5, which, well, also gives you about 250 horsepower and no doubt gives you the full suite of advanced driver assist features. So yeah, really, versus its rivals, it's a give and take. Do you want active safety that you get in the S90 and the E200, or do you want some guy at a call center waiting for you anytime, click of a finger, be ready to attend to your needs? So enough about the equipment and features. Let's get on with the driving. Well, how does it feel to drive? For day-to-day driving, more than adequate. This car does not feel underpowered. It gets you going, doesn't leave you stranded behind in a traffic light sprint. If you're using this as a point A to point B commuter, absolutely fantastic. Powertrain refinement, excellent. Suspension, right, surprisingly sporty. It is firmer than I anticipated. And oh yes, you get adaptive dampers with this car, which is a surprise. All right, now this 184 horsepower setup of the B48 engine, so even on for town driving, definitely no issues. Moderate highway cruising, no problem. It gets you by. It is only when you really, gun it, when you are in the mood for exuberant driving, that is when you really feel that, hey, BMW seems to have dialed out a few horses out of this engine. So you do have to work the engine a bit harder if you want to have a bit of fun. So let's say, like, when you go full bore acceleration, that is when you realize that an engine needs a few extra revs compared to the 530e or the 530i in order to get you up to speed. So it is not underpowered by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, if you come straight from a 530e or the 530i, well, BMW has made sure you can feel the difference lah. Let's put it that way, okay? So particularly in situations where you are getting along, then suddenly you are stopped by slow traffic. You pass that guy, you want to bring it up to speed again. Yeah, that is when you feel you notice that the engine is needing to kick down about a ratio or two, just so that to bring you back to where you were. Handling wise, absolutely no issues. As I've said before and I'll say it again, the 5 Series is perhaps still the segment benchmark in terms of dynamics. So the car handles well, turning is sharp, and so as much as some of the enthusiasts amongst us, me included, would lament that, now the 5 Series, you no longer get the good old 6-cylinder engine, but there is no doubt that having a 4-cylinder, a lighter, smaller engine up front, benefits the dynamics. So even from the F10, I've already noticed that the 5 Series, the ride and handling of the 5 Series, really, you get the best balanced chassis setup when you pair it with a 4-cylinder engine. Yes, the 6-cylinder engine gives you smoother revving characteristics, but it is with the 4-cylinder engines that you get the best dynamic balance. You get the best turning characteristics, and yeah, it's more nimble and more agile. So some of you may be wondering, how does this new G30 520i compare to the old E39 520i that I have at home? Well, the short answer is, for day-to-day driving, there is no doubt that the G30 here is the faster car, and that is much thanks to the fat slab of turbocharged torque that you have in excess in the mid-range of the car. So in that 2 to 4,000 RPM window, the B48 2-liter turbo engine here has a significant advantage in torque over my old 2.2 liter M54 naturally aspirated engine. So on day-to-day driving, you know, especially when you're jumping from traffic light to traffic light, or when you are, you know, cruising along 80 kilometers per hour, suddenly you want to overtake that car in front, there is no doubt the G30 here is the faster car by a significant margin. All right, but of course, with my old 2.2 naturally aspirated engine, the response is more immediate. So basically, what happens is when you let's say when you're at 80 kilometers per hour, you just gun it. My E39 would start accelerating immediately. This guy would take maybe half a second to downshift, spool up the turbocharger, but once it get going, it will just zoom past my old E39. All right, in the mid-range, this car will absolutely leave my E39 biting dust. But once you get it into highway speeds, and when you push it, you know, past 160, 170, that is when this 2-liter turbo engine here starts to run out of steam, and that is when the old M54 engine, that is when it starts to gather a head of steam. So basically, my E39, it feels very, very lively. Once you've got momentum on your side, and once you are like pushing 160, 170 kilometers per hour, and it still has more to give. But getting there takes a bit of effort. This one will take you to 160, 170 kilometers per hour, but beyond that, you're going to have to work the engine really hard to gain further speed. But still, for day-to-day driving, for most usages lah, this 520i here is plenty fast enough. It's not going to leave you wanting for more. Okay, so as a whole, aside from the lack of advanced driver assist features, which, okay lah, admittedly quite a bummer when you don't even have blind spot warning, let alone auto braking or adaptive cruise control. I think the 530i in other aspects, it meets it gives you what you expect in this segment for an entry-level model. So, and also the driving, well, the chassis balance of a BMW 5 Series is still there. It is still a segment standard bearer when it comes to driving dynamics. Yes, the engine now loses a few horses versus the Mercedes-Benz E200, but it is, to me, the performance on offer here is entirely adequate. There is more than enough grunt that you can use on a day-to-day basis. So, but within the 5 Series hierarchy, there is no doubt that the 530e M Sport now represents the best value for money offering in the range. So why would you then choose the 520i here when for just 10,000 extra you get full M Sport package and you get a more sophisticated hybrid powertrain? Well, the only reason why you would go for this over a 530e would be that A, you are a buyer with a conservative mindset, and B, you are actually a regular long distance traveler in which the fuel saving benefits of a plug-in hybrid is negated when you travel 300 kilometers on a regular basis. That is when a regular petrol engine like the 520i here still makes more sense. You nak air tak?
Tak nak.
Asal tak nak? You nak lah.
Kenapa?
Aku nak menang X70 ni. Sebab ini baru RM1.20. So kalau aku beli 120, 4,
5. Okey, belanja punya bini, belanja punya anak.
Belanja air.
Ah,
Janji resit dia RM5.
RM5. Okey, menang Proton X70, beli air menang Proton X70.
Beli air boleh menang Proton X70.
Yes.
Terbaik lah.
Okey.
Kalau macam tu saya nak lah.
Nak okey.